Fitzgerald. He will start this one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, Isaiah Pacheco. Now, up past the 40 with that one. 14 yards on the ground on the first play from scrimmage. Laporta in motion. On the bootleg, it's Goff. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A second down throw for Goff. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards.
Here's Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Slav. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A handoff to Pacheco. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. So they have it 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 5-yard line.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Detroit.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Xavier Leggett. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Right, here comes the Panther offense led by Bryce Young. Big steps in year 3 for the now 4th-year quarterback out of Alabama, the former #1 overall pick.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Young. That one, take it in. That's Teteroa McMillan. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago, part of the offensive performance that led them to victory. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. We'll go once more with Brooks. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Kirby Joseph there to make the play.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pat.
Over the middle, it's intercepted. Picked off by Chuck Clark. Inside the 20. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
And if you look at this from a defense's perspective, I mean, what a start to the game. Your guys go out there on the opening drive, take it down the field and score. Then you're able to match it yourselves with a pick 6 the first time you step on the field. And you talk about complimentary football, it doesn't get much better than that.
Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0.
Panthers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Leggett on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They're in an early hole, 14-0. Gotta start digging out soon. They'll begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. They had that play dialed up defensively, stopped them in the backfield. Loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's taken it. It's Xavier Leggett. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
To throw, Young. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
You know what they say about Murphy's Law, Mike? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. He's had a pick 6 earlier in the game. Now he takes a sack. Fortunate for him, there's a lot of football to be played, but this has been a disastrous start.
Hunt team on. Taylor able to get it away. Now fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Lions offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. And they'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
1st down.
Laporta in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. Pressure all around him, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. That's caught by Teslaw. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Play is stopped for a moment. It is an injured Carolina Panther on the field. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. out of the shotgun. It's Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
To say this group has started strong here in the first quarter, Mike, might be a bit of an understatement. I mean, offensively, firing on all cylinders. Defensively, suffocating the opponent. The ability to complement each other on both sides of the ball and play at such a high level. They could have a little bit more breathing room here by the end of this drive.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco, ball carrier.
They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard.
And it's third down.
On play action, Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Waller. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
First and goal, Detroit.
Now it is first and goal. And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. Lions ball to begin the second quarter as they go to work on first and goal. Here's Pacheco. A second effort, and he is in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Lions. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. This offense heading back out on the field gives us a chance, Greg, to look at what's coming up tonight and tomorrow. First on Sunday night. Been a while since we've seen a Sunday nighter in your home neck of the woods, Charlotte. The Panthers hosting the Lions, 8:20 Eastern. Then on Monday night, another game with some AFC South early importance as the Falcons and Saints meet in the Superdome. On first down is Young. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Tetherow McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Here's Young. And time runs out there. He just airmails it towards the bench. Incomplete. Sense a little frustration there. It brings up third down. Here's Young to throw. He finds the big tight end, Tremble. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
From the gun here on third down, it's Young. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. They pick up 17 through the air. It's a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Young gonna give it to Brooks. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Look at play action with Young. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Catarella McMillan. Touchdown, Panthers. That his second TD catch of the season. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close. Give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
No problem there on the extra point. Panthers get back in it. It is 21-7.
Ryan Fitzgerald.
Following the touchdown, it is Fitzgerald to send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. This Detroit offense heading back on the field, and that includes the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
He was brought down by Leighton Ransom.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Laporta in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5-yard pickup on
3rd down, 3 to go.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Goff. He's got a man. That's complete. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. That's right side and into the hands of Tesla. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And the Lions first down.
Now a give to Pacheco, running right, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. That's over the middle, caught by Tesla.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Makes the score Lions 28, Panthers 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Leggett on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Carolina ball, so the Panther offense and Teteroa McMillan coming back to work. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is hard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
39 yards.
So a big one there to start the drive. 39 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Give it up the middle to Brooks. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Trying to start this long road back. They've got a first down here.
Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Another try with Brooks. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2.
He was taken down by Kirby Joseph. 8 yards on the pickup, brings up second and 2 at the Lions' 13-yard line.
He'll get this out wide. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Makes it third and 2.
From the gun, it's Young. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
Panthers first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. That is brought in the end zone. Jalen Coker. Touchdown, Carolina. It's his second touchdown of the year. On now is Fitzgerald for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Panthers are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at 23-yard line. The Detroit offense heading back on the field, and that includes the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. First and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
Cross pass complete to Isaiah Pacheco. A gain of 7 yards. And it's third down.
Third down and 3. And they will get another play off. We have reached the 2-minute warning. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, third down and 3 coming up. Goff to throw. He's got his man complete. That's to Slaw. Come to the line now for first down and 10.
12. First down, Detroit.
To throw is Goff. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Now Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
A give here to Pacheco. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line. The Lions call their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second down, Goff. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. Well, they come to the line. Not an easy one to convert. Third and very long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find a throwing lane, and it sets up fourth down. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Brooks coming out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. He completes this one to Mechie. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw, Young. This one caught by Mechie. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Incomplete. He was defended by Kirby Joseph.
Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Here's Ryan Fitzgerald to try the field goal. This will be from 47 yards. That one is good. And the Panthers are back within 2 scores. So, halftime straight ahead, and we'll send it to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. The Panthers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. Well, maybe the 2nd half spark they needed to get back into this one. First play of the quarter is a quick 1st down.
At the 43-yard line.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll go play action with Young. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Brings up second down and 5 yards to go.
Here's Young to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Brings up third and 5.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. And that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Young. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Offense rolling right along in this drive. Another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Brooks. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. This will be second and 9.
At the 22-yard line.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Third down and 9. To throw, Young. Here comes the screen to Brooks. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line. And it's fourth down. On fourth down, on comes Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal.
A 41-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
This Detroit offense heading back on the field, and that includes the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off first and 10. On the bootleg, it's Goff. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
To Darren Waller. A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Here's Pacheco. And he gives that yard right back. Dropped before the line of scrimmage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
From the gun, it's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got him. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Goff to throw. Right back to Williams. They connect again. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Second and 6 at the Panthers' 9-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. Oh, what an effort from the defense. They forced their way in there, get the stop, and a loss of about 2 yards.
I don't mind the play call, Mike. We've seen him on this possession have a lot of success through the air. So now you try to change it up and think the defense is selling out to stop the pass. Just try to sneak a draw in there. Not much luck. They're able to take you down for a loss.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Hey, nice job defensively. Rally the football and stop him. As that scramble is going to leave him 3 yards short of the first down.
6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. The Lions will extend their third-quarter lead.
That's just a really good drive here in the second half, and you understand what the situation calls for. You have the lead, second half, continue to control the clock, continue to convert and get fresh sets of downs, come away with points, and just try to continue to extend this lead.
Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. And Chuck Clark is from his safety spot to record the sack. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Young. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. It is 3rd and long.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Now Young. He'll get this out wide.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
On the return, it's Dortch. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. He'll manage only a couple. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Goff. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Now, Goff. It is caught left side by St. Brown. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Pacheco. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The Panthers' offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. See what they have for 2nd and 10.
The coverage by Jack Campbell.
Throwing is Young. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Here's Young. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
Good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Young. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. At this point, we're going to need two hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike, but unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
He'll get this out to the left flat. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, on comes Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. This one off the upright. He had the distance, but it's no good. And this will remain a 3-score game.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
That's right side and into the hands of Teslam. And he's out of bounds here. It's a big pickup at the end here of the third quarter of play. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing here is Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Detroit.
A handoff to Pacheco. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Laporta in motion. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Tackled back at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. He's got it at the 3. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Lions will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers making their way back out. Why don't we check out what they've got coming up on the schedule for the next few weeks. They'll have the early season bye coming up next week. Then they go to Philadelphia. Then they head back home, and they'll welcome a visit from Tampa Bay. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Out of the shotgun, Young. His tight end, Trimble, over the middle. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go.
On the play. And the Panthers, first down.
Give inside, it's Brooks. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
And he gives that yard right back, dropped before the line of scrimmage.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They'll go. Young. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. Goff to St. Brown for a big one. 36 yards.
A gain of 36 yards.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
First and goal.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. Pacheco. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down. to slob a man in motion. They'll run with Pacheco. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run. And he's got another one. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Lions. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Leggett on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. They have likely one play left here north of the 2-minute warning as they're going to get started with 1st down. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now it's 2nd and 1. They'll go once more with Brooks. And he'll have a 1st down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On 1st down is Young. To the right side, he finds McMillan. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
2nd and 2 at the Lions.
They'll shuffle this out quickly to McMillan. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. This one caught by Metcalf. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They finish off the 1st month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside High. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here come the reigning AFC champion Patriots, led by the MVP runner-up from a year ago, Drake May, now in his third season.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately, one touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson to about the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake. Here's May. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Patriots.
On play action, May. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The tight end Henry here in motion. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Buffalo offense set to take the field, and they always like their chances when Josh Allen is the one taking the snaps.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
At the 15-yard line.
The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 72 yards. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
3rd in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They run again on 1st down. Cook to about the 23. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Coleman. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for Bills. 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard
Allen
line.
off the play fake. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
Complete to number 86.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Buffalo Bills have been looking for a wide receiver 1, so they traded their 2nd-round pick in the offseason to get DJ Moore. He may have had the fewest receiving yards in his career last year in Chicago, but the Bills, they believe he can be the WR1 that they've been seeking.
On play action, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and a yard.
At the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They pitch it out to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Allen. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
At the 25-yard line.
They run the counter with Cook. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The Bills had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but it's getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's May. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
Complete to number 1, A.J. Brown. An 8-yard pickup. And a Patriot first down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Miller running right. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out, because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Play action. May. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
They'll throw with May. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
Bryce Behringer in punt formation for the Patriots.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Has his man, it's Shakir. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bills first down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Cook up the gut. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Allen going to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. He connected on his first, this from 41. Prater's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady route wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
They begin with a run by Miller. Gets past one man. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Throwing here is May. And incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. Brings up second.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw, it's May. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. May now off the bootleg. Finding Henry here on the crossing route. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So here are the Bills to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A 3rd field goal in the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Allen now looks to throw. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
To throw, it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Give to Cook out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Throwing now is Allen. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Prater on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So the Patriots coming out now. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a 1st down. Looking to throw, May. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, New England.
To the air, May. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pulled in by Brown toward the sideline. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
3rd down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bryce Behringer now. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Incomplete. DeMarvion overshown on the coverage.
This time they stay on the ground. Able to slither by. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Oh, what a move. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half, because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To the air, Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Coleman has it here right side. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
11 brings up second down at the 45-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Completes to Shakir once again. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a third down and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 3.
Now Allen. He's got the connection to Moore. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on third and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
At the 30-yard line.
Back to Mixon on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
They pitch it to Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ray Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Now we've got a timeout for an injured player, and oh, this is certainly notable. That's Josh Allen, who's in some pain out there. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. That is caught, and he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's May. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw again. And he will slide down with the first down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. The Bills' offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Allen. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football, and the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On play action, Allen. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this throw will be intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
New England's offense set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Looking to put a drive together. And they go play action with May. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. A handoff running left is Miller. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And a Patriot first down.
Throwing here is May. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
May's pass.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 7-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
They'll throw with May. And it's caught. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Stevenson again. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. A 10-play drive that time. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bills offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Milton Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. To throw, it's Allen. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action now. May. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Sanders. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
To throw, it's May. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Got Dobbs over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
To A.J. Brown. A gain of 12. First down, New England.
To the air, May. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Terrell Bernard.
A quick throw here out to Brown. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, May. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Patriots
May going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Allen now looks to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Robert Spillane. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And now out come the Patriots. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. A give for Stevenson running right. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Again, it's Stevenson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. Touchdown! Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Allen and the Bills now. Down 21-15. 1:14 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. To throw is Allen. To Mixon on the check down. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing Allen. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Bills.
And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Here's Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
Now Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner.